Okay, so frame goes up, frame goes down, frame goes up, frame goes down. I also noticed when my frame was going up and my frame was going down, that my airbags were kind of like cantilevering significantly in the middle and the bottom of the bag. Kind of like making like a scissor. So I thought this bottom and this part was going to scissor together and puncture the bag. So somebody said to me, how about making a fulcrum on top of the airbag? Fulcrum, kind of like it'll pivot on the airbag. The airbag should stay normal height, right? Well, I tried that, and it does fit. The airbag does go down, the airbag does go up, but the fulcrum goes in and out. And it makes a different type of scissor. The airbag goes swashing instead. So I called the manufacturer. The manufacturer who built these airbags told me not to do this. Do not do this. The purpose of the airbag is to strictly follow a frame. That's why there's 2 bolts on the top. It'll go up and down, straight up and down vertically, or if it bellows in, which is like this, or if it bellows out like this, there's a certain tolerance the airbag can take. There's a skirt inside the airbag, there's a lip rolled around here, and there's an inner container in these new airbags, kind of like a radial tire, that protects the airbag from blowing out up to a certain kind of pressure. Follow the instructions on your airbag. If you have any questions about it, call them. Okay, so now you see the airbag cycling up and down. There's a rule of thumb. The lowest point you want suspension at full travel is 4 inches. Got myself a 4x4. If you're using a steel spring suspension, like the ones I tossed in my back earlier, you want this plus a 2x4. Airbags are completely adjustable, so just to prove that these work, I can go above what I have to do. My 2x4 slides or 4x4 slides nicely underneath, plus the accessibility for a 4x4, you know. But at my right height, I can lower it to where I want. And now I still have my rideability and my whole suspension, and it works great. You know, and now when I'm going to maximum road travel on the streets, these are actually almost level. So it works out. See? This would be when I hit a big bump. That's like perfect. The airbags are actually perfect in unison. The back ones will be the same way. So hence my levers that I have here. Here's the frame of the car, which is the whole weight of the car. The lever where it connects from the airbag to where the frame is half the length of the lever. If I double the length, I have the length all the way out. Now I have what they call a fulcrum. My fulcrum can go up and down. Now you know why the airbag is scissoring in or bellowing in and scissoring up or bellowing out. It's supposed to do that to an extreme, but it's supposed to do that. These are capable of 1,600 pounds apiece. They can handle it, but over extreme is no good. So now the lever is bolted here, and what I was talking about earlier with the pivot point does not work. This is the way it's supposed to be done. It's all mocked up right now with other bolts. I will be reinforcing these bolts, and you'll see how that's done in my next episode. And now I'll come on into the back, and I'll show you what I'm doing back there. So now here's what I came up for the back of the rat rod. I created my frame in the back, and keeping with the theme of using race car parts, I've taken 2 front axles from a race car, cut them in half, put them together, and now I got myself a perfect track bar for the back of the car. Matching with a rat rod theme, it works out great as you can see. Now the car can go up and down, but the differential with this kind of setup is going to rotate down and rotate up. Once again with the airbags, you can see where the stand is going to rotate down when the car is down. It's also going to rotate up when the car is up. Same as in the front, same degrees as in the front. Reason being, I don't want the back end to be too low or too high. I want it to be exactly the same as in the front. So once again, these little airbags are going to work perfect for this. Since now I know what the manufacturer is talking about, I can build this into what I'm doing. And Once I turn them in, they're going to be easy to access as well. In case I need repair, I can unbolt them. So you'll notice the rear of the suspension on the rat rod has a kind of funny design. This is going to be filled in with a nice piece of metal later to look ergonomically correct, or rat rod correct if you want. But also where the airbag sits is crucial. The airbag's not pancaked right now. Pancaking means like in the front, when the airbag's all the way down, it's going to be squished. So now here, where the seat for the airbag sits and where the frame sits, this is going to be a plate here, recovering for the airbag. On top of that plate, there's going to be another plate that goes up here, compensating for the front and top mounts of the airbag. Gives me more room to do my work with, and I'm going to run that clear across both sides of the car. It's actually going to reinforce the frame from bowing in and bowing out, allowing the airbag to do its job. As in the front, it's going to bellow down and bellow out the same way as in the front. Hence, the suspension will be identical in front and back when they're both fully inflated at the same pressure. So, if you have any questions about the airbags I'm using, or how airbags work in technical terms, or how to make the levers I'm making for this car, feel free to contact me through our website.